And today we're going to be doing a hair bow using only one elastic. And to start with, I have just pulled her hair all over to the side into a ponytail. And I'm going to tie this rubber band around it. And I'm trying to get this tight, but not too tight. So I could probably wrap that one more time. As you can see, there's some slack there, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it a little bit loose. So now that I have that ponytail made, I'm just going to pull this down a little bit so that there's some room here between the elastic and her head. And then I'm going to create a little hole just above that with my fingers, just like if I was going to flip this inside out, like a topsy tail style. So now I'm going to come back here behind on the bottom of the ponytail and pull this elastic out and stick 2 fingers in there. And then I'm going to bring those fingers up through this hole that I just made. And then with these 2 fingers, I'm going to grab all of the hair that is in that ponytail and pull it right through as I'm coming through that elastic. So it's like I flipped it through with a topsy tail, but it came back through this elastic as well. So at this point it should look something like this. I'm going to keep pulling until that flips inside out, like that. And now at this point I'm going to pull these 2 pieces out, and these are going to be the little loops of the bow. So now I can grab just a small piece of hair here in the front, and I'm going to place this over the top to cover up that elastic. I'm going to create another hole here. Bring it right down through there. So after you get that pulled through there, you want to flip the ponytail to the back so that you can see what you're doing. And I'm not going to thread this through this first elastic. That's the one the ponytail went through. I'm going to reach under here and grab another piece of the elastic and pull it right through there. Okay, so now that I have that initial bow made, I'm just going to tighten it up a little bit so that it's closer to the top of her head, and then pull these out as far as I want them. So this should stay secure just like that. If you want to add a couple of bobby pins just to be safe, you can do that. But that is what it looks like when it's finished. You could also make this bow with a topsy tail if you have one. And the way you would do that, you would stick this on top of the ponytail, and instead of sticking that just through the hair, you would pull out the elastic and stick the end of that through one strand of the elastic. And then you would pull the hair through, just like this. The problem we have had is that I don't know if her hair is too thick or what, but sometimes as I'm pulling this through, the topsy tail kind of gets stuck in there. That time it went through okay, but it just depends. So if you've got extremely thick hair, I would recommend just doing it with your fingers. And then same as before, you would just keep on pulling that through until it ends up looking like this. And then you can pull out the loops. And then you could also use the topsy tail for this little part here in the middle if you wanted. And you would just kind of stick that through the middle of the ponytail and then pull it right through, and then you can fix it. So that is another option. I personally think using my fingers is easiest, but it's up to you.